And there we go again. It's the last game of the evening, and it is about time. I feel like going to sleep. I'm really done with this day, but I'm holding on. The last best of three. The winner of the last game you just saw, OslikG Gaming, meets the winner of the game before that on the loser bracket. It's Aggressive Minds. So TCN, they're not completely out of the tournament, but they drop in the loser bracket where they have to fight with another game to even get the chance in the loser bracket final. But like these guys, they're all nicely on the way into the winner bracket final, which then will make up for one finalist. So let's see who's if TCN manages to get through the loser bracket final and meets one of those teams here again. This is this is the loser, the winner bracket final, and what? Yep, this is gonna be tomorrow around 20 CET. The final is gonna be played, and before that we have the loser bracket final actually, which is then deciding who is gonna be their opponent. Either way, my name is Haflamo. Coming with me is Benji, helping out and helping pretty much that I'm not falling asleep. And yep, we're Half the TV, and let's hop into the draft.
Yeah, as we do see that both these two teams beaten quite a few good teams to get to this situation, and I do actually think that Aggressive Minds, just having a quick double check, yeah, both these two teams were invited, meaning they didn't have to qualify to get this to the top 16.
There has been like a 32 teams qualifier round, which we didn't cast because just too many teams. We can't take this amount of games of really small teams. But we waited till the finals of the qualifiers plus the invited teams, teams Aggressive Minds, Gumma, OslikG, etc., TCN. Yep, both of them are invited, and I guess both of them are promising team, as in they have, of course, what it takes to get through to the final, taking the prize pool and everything with them. But I don't count TCN out yet, because the TCN game will sooner or later, I think it will be even played today, maybe at the same time even.
Yep, it's being played right now. Well,
it's TCN versus Goomba, yeah.
Yeah, and that's possibly one of the harder teams from the fall down to the losers bracket to have to face against, because Goomba, they lost in round number 1, and then they've just basically rampaged through the rest of the losers bracket, as in...
Yeah, they take the harder way, so it's now Goomba or TCN coming out of the loser bracket as the winner. So let's see how this is going. As I said, usually I wanted to cast TCN, but now I said I was gonna stay on this branch, and since OslikG won, we're on an OslikG game, and I'm absolutely fine with it. Anyway, we have to look at the draft. I mean, Brewmaster, Batrider, the Mirana, and the Invoker, they came out as the first ones. So Darks here, Dream Protector. Again, we have Aggressive Minds, just like TCN and OslikG, going for this combination. We have now what? After 3 games, and in 2 of those games we had this combination being played. On the other side, we have a Shadow Demon. Overall, of course, a good pick, but OslikG, they already decided they don't want to have a Mirana, but still pick the Shadow Demon. And on top of that, they have the Centaur Warner. Okay, it's interesting to say the least.
As we do see that that Darkseer's Terrain Protector being picked up, I think, for the 3rd game in a row now.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd rather have a Brewmaster by now than a Dream Protector, because apparently this hero causes very long games, and yeah, I'm usually not a big fan of very long games, especially when they're played with the damn anti-mage. It reminds me always of the Chinese qualifiers, farming 90 minutes for one team fight. But no, I mean this time they actually made some nice plays. We had big ultimates coming out, also sometimes big throws, ultimates that looked like they were perfectly, and others that were totally off targets. Let's see how Aggressive Minds is actually going for it. If they have a solid draft, an early draft where they can spiral into from a snowball into a huge avalanche. Let's see. I mean, the Slug being out and the Ancient Apparition, that's quite decent. To be honest, the Ancient Apparitions today didn't have too much of the impact that they usually have. I mean, the hero as such, in even tier 1 and tier 2 Dodo, is, I don't know, getting more in the background at the moment. Here in this tier 3, tier 2 teams, there are, how can I say it, they're still sometimes here and there getting picked, but I don't know, except for this nice Chrono Ice Blast combination, we didn't see too much happening there. 1 or 2 shatters, solo shatters, and the farm was okayish. I mean, level 16, level 2 Ice Blast, then we saw the first Aghanim's coming out. It wasn't too bad after all.
As in, it's like what I said before, that I don't really like... I like Terrain Protector, I like Agent Apparition, I don't like them in the same team, because you're basically taking both your supports and saying, we get no stuns.
Yeah, it's, well, talking about stuns, they just added one though.
Yeah, but as in a Sand King, that's a very nice... we've got a lot of melee, so you've got to be a little bit careful about that, but at the same time, as in a Terrain Protector plus Sand King definitely works. Terrain Protector gets that leech seed off, gets that slow, Sand King goes in, gets the stun, later on gets the ultimate, and we do see Wraith King being picked up in return by OslikG Gaming, and, well, Wraith King, a very good support himself. Can even go as a carry, but generally played a support role, just due to the fact that, he basically is a free-walking Vanguard. He gets a free Aegis, or Aghanims. Aegis,
Yep.
I mean. And he gets a stun. I got it right the first time.
Yep, the first time was better than the second time. But, yep, Sand King it is, and on the other side they also add an additional stun to what they already have, and it is a Wraith King. And so far, I like, of course, both drafts because they're very versatile. The Drain Protector a bit more defensive, of course, than the other one. I mean, the Shadow Demon into 2 stuns, or 2 possible stuns, that's, of course, a nice opportunity to get kills. But it all depends what else they get. Like the mid hero and the carry is going to be very, very crucial what we get. Maybe something that includes another stun. Maybe that Wraith King is this time even played in a carry role. That would be the first I've seen so far. Like I think the last 4 or 5 Wraith Kings I casted, they were all in a support role.
Now, I'm going to go say something interesting that they could do. It might not be able to. They might just go for the more standard pick. But at the same time, the Shadow Demon plus Centaur War in a lane is a thing. That Disruption plus a Stomp, it means you get an easy, huge amounts of burst damage. As, never mind that, as the Gyrocopter, it seems like they want to go for that tri-lane instead. The Wraith King, Shadow Demon, Gyrocopter, nuke everything down in the face.
But yeah, it's a very, very potent tri-lane though. I mean, you disrupt something, Soul Catcher of course on top of it, and then the Gyrocopter, that is the time he requires to come in range for Rocket Barrage, which is amazing damage. Like Gyrocopter is one of those carries, that's why he was so popular in 2013 and then even the start of 2014, that like he has the most magical damage as a carry, agility carry in the game. Like the only problem is he fell a bit back in the background just because his
he doesn't carry quite as hard as all the other agility carries. He's got an amazing early game, but at the same time, unless you're going up against a semi-carry, something like a Mirana, he generally doesn't carry. He generally carries through the mid-game and doing so much damage early game with his ultimate that he kind of spirals out of control.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much about the flak cannon. I mean, the flak cannon used to be what, like 15 seconds. I think it was 15 seconds, and I think they doubled it. So since then, his AOE capabilities is much less. I mean, he still needs quite a lot of farm. His range is also a big problem, that he has to be really close. He's like one of those pseudo ranged heroes, just like Luna. And well, but still, the magical damage at the start paired up with a stun or like a disruption, it's very, very potent. But on the other side, we have a Viper pick, so I think with that we settle already down with the mid. And well, Shadow Feint it is for aggressive minds, and yep, the Death Prophet coming out. Or OslikG Gaming, they don't want to encounter those 2 heroes. That's definitely interesting. Now it's all about the 5th picks. If that Wraith King is in a carry role, which I doubt, then we see another support. But yeah, this is support Wraith King, Gyrocopter carry, and we're gonna see a mid. And this mid is gonna have a hard job because he's facing Outworld Destroyer.
But either way, I could say that they could... At this point, they could probably go risky and go for a Razor to counter it. As if we have a look at the Aggressive Minds lineup right now, they've got a lot of mid-game, but they're lacking anything before or after that.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, they have still a nice setup with a stun and a slow, and Viper can do early something, but
if you have a look at Aggressive Mind lineup, as soon as OslikG Gaming around the 30-40 minute mark start getting those pipes, start getting those magic resistance up, the only damage Aggressive Minds really has right now is a Sand King and the right clicks from Viper and Outworld. And
there's a lot of magic damage coming Aggressive Mind, so a BKB is really like an easy way to like counter all of that. That's the biggest problem at the moment. I think against Aggressive Minds draft, a BKB is a very essential items, and they go greedy. Yeah, so
they
Komi
go greedy. They go for saying, And to be fair, I do feel that they can go greedy. As if we have a look at aggressive Minds lineup, yes, they've got that stun. They do have some early game with that Sand King, but at the same time, it's not the most. It's not the most agile early game moment. You've got the OD who needs to really farm up and get his items. You've got the Vibe who needs to farm up and get his items.
Yep, but it's still definitely interesting getting for the Lycan there. I mean,
Yes.
well, they have the Dream Protector protecting the towers, of course, and I don't know. Let's see,
Is
because
that going to be a Wraith King mid?
no, I just don't like the fact that he's on the Radiant side, so Lycan has like the little advantage of getting to Roshan, and unless they have the tier 1 tower down. Like the problem is Roshan can be reached from like 3 very fast points, because like the tier 1 tower, the tier 2 tower, and the tier 1 tower mid, they are like so close to Rosh Pit, so if they just suspect that the Lycan is going for it, if he's missing for too long on the map, they will just rotate in there, and then he will have a hard time. So securing Roshan will definitely be a problem for this Lycan. Then again, let's see how the tri-lane definitely works out. I mean, Judo here in the offlane should be fine. The only problem is a Centaur Warner against a Viper is always a hard thing to play because you get easily, very easily kited. The same goes for Inquisitor without BKB. So let's see how it works with the early Rocket Barrage. But we see aggressive Minds. I really hope they are aggressive as their name suggests. We're gonna fast introduce them. We have Madara here on the docks here. Then we have Spartan on the Dream Protector. I guess Skanks playing the Viper. We have Forbidden Mage by Relax. Okay, I don't think that's his original name, but whatever. It's on the OD, and Yoko on the Sand King. And they are going aggressive. Inquisitor, you don't want to show up there. Is there a Leech Seed? Leech Seed is coming, so he's slowed. Maybe, oh my god, they're already going for it. They can easily dive him. So, and there's one hit pretty much missing. They all take a lot of damage though. But there wasn't even a burst strike needed. So easy first blood for aggressive Minds. So thank you that you actually stick to your name. They are aggressive, so the game gets some momentum. One viewer actually said in last time the KPM is too low, and I actually agreed. The games were really slow, but they picked greedy, and therefore they had to wait.
Although he might have been suggesting about Kappas per minute. Which is a stat that some streams are actually doing now, which it was also very low in stream chat. Either way, though, we are going to be seeing this OD does pick up that first gun. That's going to be absolutely huge. That's basically almost his bottle. Before the 0-minute mark, he's almost got his bottle already.
Yeah, absolutely. And, well, there is an illusion room, and the illusions, they're pretty much there just to scout. They probably will, I don't know, just juke around a bit, maybe block the camp, but I think they killed it before. So either way, the creep waves are meeting, and in the mid, well, the Lycan is definitely not going to be happy. He probably has barely the mana even to get the Howl as soon as there's level 2, level 3 Astral Imprisonment up. But let's see, I mean, in the end, he's already using it from the first point on, and let's see how that works. So far, he already got one hit, one CS and a deny. And the OD really has to be aggressive against the Lycan. Theoretically, at least on paper, he should be able to push him out of the lane.
Now, interesting enough, we do see the Wraith King. I say this is going to be very, very interesting in terms of, in general farming. I do expect aggressive Minds to have the better tri-lane down here on bottom. On the other way, though, we do have a lot of kill potential on the side of OslikG Gaming.
Yeah, I mean the Viper range is definitely higher than the Gyrocopter, so every time he comes in he might actually eat a poison attack. And yeah, it's really down to what now? Obi-Wan Banan. I actually thought he's already eating a creep wave, but they're doing it nicely though. Actually, no, the Dream Protector is saying hey, we do the double pull for the others, and there's actually a disruption, but Inquisitor is not there in range, so this is just a small harass, and this is, I don't know, very indecisive. And there it comes. I mean, the Rocket Barrage comes out. It deals a huge chunk of damage, but the problem is Inquisitor not coming there. That's a huge problem. Second Rocket Barrage might be enough. No, it's not enough. So in the end, they lose even 2, and they might actually lose 3. There is the Wraith King coming in again, but it's not enough to finish off the Dream Protector here. So
that is devastating.
Horrible start. Yeah, 4-0.
I would say almost to that is that I don't think they can do this tri-lane anymore. Yep. Giving up 3 kills like that, as we see the Sand King's already level 2, the Viper's already almost level 3 himself, and
I mean, don't underestimate this lane though. They can still get the kills, but the problem was Bignum going for the disruption, and Inquisitor not even being close. You need, right after the disruption, you need the first rocket barrage, then you need to stun the target that deals pretty much the most damage. And see, there we have the first disruption on the Viper, and there it is. He gets in position for the full amount of rocket barrage. With the second one, they do a lot of damage, so you talked about killing potential. There you got it, and they might actually get even more. They just used that small window of time just to, like, when he was picking up the double damage rune on the Sand King. And that was already enough.
I would say there's a little bit of mistake there coming out from, not so much from from the Sand King who was picking up the double damage rune, but from the...
Yep. And they go again, look at it. There's the damage, and even he's getting stunned, but this time there's the Sandstorm, so he's still going down, but the Gyrocopter has to suffer as well. So 1-1 trade, I guess it's okay. I mean, the problem is they have really... Yeah, they have the experience not on their side. So in summary, they're just stronger because they gave away already like those 5 kills or those 4 kills before this one. But yeah, generally they still have a good chance of like winning this lane. Let's see how it goes.
Well, the issue you have right now is that I'm going to say mostly boots. If we have a look at Oslik Gaming right now, Shadow Demon is nowhere near his boots. Wraith King doesn't have his either. While at the same time, the opposing 2 supports, they already have got that movement speed. They've already got that positioning advantage. It looks like they want to go use that positioning advantage on middle. Lycan's going to have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, Lycan has to be careful because he can't do anything. He can't even cast anything. Even if he would be level 6, he doesn't even have enough mana for a shapeshift. So at the moment, it's really, he is just down to the fact that, I don't know, as soon as the OD gets an Astral Imprisonment, he has actually exactly the mana for 1 Astral Imprisonment. That would be the time required to get him in. He would be slowed by the Leech Seed directly after, of course, a Burst Strike, but they cancel that little endeavor and they rather go for Obi-Wan Banan. And oh my god, this is the wrong place at the wrong time. So you're so dead. Like, yeah, Viper even getting the last hit. So I think now officially we can call this tri-lane failed.
Because that's the issue we're having right now, is an only Gyro relates the ability to escape from the initiation.
Yep, it's... I don't know. I mean, they're still coming back. They try to keep that tri-lane up, but it's really looking bad. Because especially Viper now picked up the first point in Poison Tag, going tanky with the Corrosive Skin. I think he will go more points into Poison Tag, the second one at least. And there actually, oh, there is a disruption. But again, like, till Inquisitor is there, it's just not working out. And now Rocket Barrage is being spent, but they share it amongst them all. But now at least, I think the SK versus the Gyrocopter again. But the problem with those trades is the Viper's getting the farm now. I think they might even get big now. 1 more hit is needed, but actually 2 more hits after the stick. Now they have to go back because the tower is dishing out a lot of damage. Now the Viper also eating some damage, and Gyrocopter coming back. There is mana for another disruption. He's using the salve, so theoretically if they wanted to they can come back, but there's also another salve on the Viper, and there would be also a salve on a Dream Protector if he wants to, but he's also
As we do see right now that, yes, as in, the thing is, even though they're getting trade, it's not trade in favor of Oslik Gaming. We just see that Aggressive Minds, they're constantly killing this Gyrocopter. This Gyrocopter is 0-4.
Yep, that's the biggest problem. I mean, Gyrocopter is dishing out most of the damage, of course, but the supports finish it off while he is getting focused down. That's the biggest problem at the moment. So trading 1-1 a support for your Gyrocopter, it just doesn't work out. The problem is really, like, they started with a first plot, like, that was a really, like, half-assed play, just standing there behind the tower and stuff, hiding. Like, either you go aggressive or you don't. So OslikG, I guess they're also kind of exhausted. I mean, it's not just us casters that have been, like, playing and casting all day, it's also the players, of course. It's I think they're third best of 3 or something. For me, it's, I don't know. The 7th, 8th or so, but now we actually have a go here in the mid. There's a disruption followed now by the Wraith Fire Blast, buying enough time, and wow, that's a lot of damage there. Well, beautifully done. So at least they get the kill in the mid and making the whole thing 4-7. So it looks not as grim as it used to be, like just a couple seconds ago.
As I was, as one of the disadvantages of a OD lane is the fact that an OD is very, very gankable.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe in this case, usually I'm not a fan of like Astral Imprisonment as well as like the self-disruption. But in this case, for example, I think the if he would have like put the Astral Imprisonment on himself there and the Sand King rotating as he did, then maybe after he came out of the Astral Imprisonment there would have been a Burst Strike and he actually managing to get out of there. But like he decided to go for the Lycan because he feared the Lycan going for the right clicks. But oh my god, we have a Ravage, and this Ravage is for Madara, and he's getting stunned up directly when he's trying to get the Surge. So no Surge for him, but he has, well, he has the Soaring, and for some reason they're not.
Whoa,
going.
he's playing super aggressive.
Well,
That may be
yeah.
a mistake.
Oh, they're getting the kill. Yeah, they're getting the kill. It's a 1-1 trade, but the problem is Viper was rotating in Viper Strike. He's getting stunned, but poison damage and a double kill for the Viper. He's on a dominating streak. At the same time, we see ultimate directly after. Oh my god, the tree is getting so much damage. This is the nice and beautiful thing. When Viper is gone, they get any time a kill. Like, it's really, really beautiful. Now, the Shadow Demon really wanted to be greedy. That's now the 4th stack. Wow, it's enough. Jesus, the
Shadow
4th stack.
Demon doing an amazing job right there, hitting all those stacks.
Yeah, actually I had the Purge from Zephyr. I had a conversation with him about the... oh, we have Astral Imprisonment in the mid. Is that with Sanity Eclipse? No. No, it's not enough. But yeah, I had a little chat with Zephyr in a lobby, like I think last night or yesterday or somewhere over the day. But anyway, he's also like when he goes for his Shadow Demon, he doesn't go for like a full Soul Catcher or even more points in Disruption build. He goes for the Shadow Poison build, which is more and more getting popular. And I actually like it because the damage is quite amazing. You totally underestimate how much that is, and yeah, we see it. He has 1 point Disruption, 1 point Soul Catcher, the rest into Shadow Poison, and he deals a lot of damage, especially on low levels. So yeah, and this way you saw it. Like the Sand King was too greedy. He was like, yeah, they're fading soon. I get a bit damaged, then I use myself. But in the end, he managed to get 2 more stacks up there, interrupted himself, and killed him on the way. That was pretty beautifully done.
Agreed, as we do see Gyrocopter using that ultimate. Obviously, it is only a 60-second ultimate, meaning it's not that, crucial. As we do see a kill coming out. Shadow Demon getting nicely there onto the Viper up on top.
Yep, and that means also, yep, dominating streak going down. Sorry, I just had to apply here. The Omicron, yeah, Omicron will host the next one because Bank is AFK. So either way, that is solved. Like, I was just a bit distracted here, but now I think maybe we see a go here on the Sand King. He can't. Yep, he can't evade it, and this is now a lot damage. But oh, before the rotation comes in here, but still, like this combination of the Iron Shell. Yeah, they still get him down. But is there a second? There might actually be a second Ray Fire Blast if they want to. And now Inquisitor is going for the Rocket Barrage. Do they have vision? No, they don't have vision. And now Inquisitor. Oh, he's locked in. Ultimate maybe? Ultimate, come on, use that ultimate in there. 1 hit, the second Demonic Purge, so Madara is definitely going down. Or we see, I mean, he's still alive, but now there's the stun on Spartan. There's no mana left whatsoever, but he has 7 stick charges. Now they can turn it around. Obi-Wan Banan, he's getting stunned, he's getting down as well. Oh my god, that was a bit too greedy by OslikG. So in the end, I mean, they get some of the kills. I mean, this was a 2 for 2, but a very long or prolonged fight. In the meantime, the OD is still farming, of course, the advantage against the Lycan, but I mean, the Lycan is still doing fine. I mean, he's 52 and 19, he has more than the OD, so OD losing his mid, that is very, very strange, to be honest.
Well, as in, gotta remember that Lycan is one of those heroes who doesn't really mind if he gets Aspera imprisoned. He's got those wolves to farm up, he's he doesn't really require the intelligence. As in, sure, it's nice, don't get me wrong, being able to cast your spells is always a good thing. But at the same time, it's OD, his main advantage is the fact that a lot of the more popular mids right now do require that mana, do require that intelligence, and we do see the...
Well, we're 11 minutes into the game now, and like looking at the net worth at the moment, it's funny because the Darks here, like he has actually amazing farm, like his Iron Shell doing all the work. Besides that, he also got a lot of nice CS. Didn't he like even lead in CS? Yeah, he has 72 now. Well, there's Nature's guys. I like that they utilized this so early because that makes up for a lot of things. But Komi here on the Lycan, they scout out the tree protector, and oh my god, he wants to go for it. He doesn't know there is. Oh my god,
the ultimate coming out. Lycan, be careful.
Right.
The Viper disruption defensive is going to be pretty good though. He's going to be able to get away because of that, and the team fight is all over the place.
Yep, the defensive disruption just doing amazing work there, just amazing work. Like, he was so dead under normal circumstances. That was Viper Strike and Epicenter easy, but the Wolves are still chasing the Train Protector, and they actually get the kill here around the tier 1 tower. Easy
they
going.
Want more blood.
Yep, Wolves are overpowered. Nah, not overpowered, but they are damn
Yeah,
strong.
well,
If you have
please.
no mana and no means to kill them, you're just going down.
If you don't attack, the wolves can do literally infinite damage. What other spell can do that?
Yeah, well, they're only limited by time. And the funny thing is, like, with the new region they put on the... Oh, actually, I think we have a go here on Judo. Judo, well, the Viper Strike is not ready, and he's using Stampede, but oh, nice, held back by the Vacuum, and now he's just getting kited. There is, like, a desperate attempt to make something happen with the Hoofstomp, but nope, you can't even slow them down. Nobody was hit, and I think they're gonna follow up, at least doing some damage on the tier 1 tower. There is 50% already down. The Iron Shells helping, of course, with bringing down the creeps, and yep, this tower, I think, belongs to the past.
I will say that's a very crucial kill considering the fact that Scent was so close towards that Blink Dagger. I think
Yep.
if
Oh, but we have an Astral Imprisonment passively used here on the OD, so he's missing all out on that damage pretty much that comes from the Gyrocopter ultimate. And yep, that being said, I think yeah they have to go back. They don't have enough mana for all those combos. And in the mid we have like a little rainbow of rotations in, and Komi, you don't want to be there, and there it is, and there is well with the phase shift, but the problem is he's held in place. He's trying to TP out, won't be enough because the Vacuum is there just to interrupt him. Easy going, nice rotations by Aggressive Minds, to be honest. I
And
love
this
how they
game
rotate.
is really nice so far. Both these two teams playing far more aggressive than their heroes may suggest they should be. And well, I will say that right now this is starting to become the period in which aggressive minds are going to be kind of coming online. This is going to be the start of the mid game, where all those ultimates, all those the Blink Dagger not that far away from the Sand King.
Yep. And now they can capitalize on it, of course. I mean, the second tower here is already under attack. They have, like, Carti, the catapult there, as well as, of course, 2 creeps. They have all the time to go for it. There is some split push attempt, of course, coming up by Judo, but Madara's presence alone will be enough to just force him back. Like, let's see what the crafts say. Like, XP-wise, we have 1,000 on Aggressive Mind's side, but when it comes to gold, there's a lot more, like more than 3k gold. And if that tower is actually going down, which it, I guess, soon looks like, I think... No, actually they're holding back, and they're even smoking. They just want to bait out something. Maybe even the Viper, because there's a wraparound here. Judo coming as well as Obi-Wan Banan. All they need is like, oh my god, there's a Demonic Purge as well as ultimate. They don't even need that much. That was also a surprise dagger by Judo, but he still used the stun just to make sure everything's going fine. A bit overkill on the Viper, but better than nothing. So
Yep, I was about to mention that but for all of the goodness of aggressive minds, you see the vacuum is perfect.
Oh my god, but he's getting disrupted, so no epicenter whatsoever. So he's actually getting down, but the Astral Imprisonment saving him at like the last bit of HP, but nah, he still goes, even though they have to go a bit through the wall. Like, the Wraith King dying, at least for the time being. There's a Sanity Eclipse, and Judo making it out. No, he will not, but now there's some clicks on the OD, but again, defensively used everything, but there's so much also damage, poison damage on those targets here. Like, they have all to run away. There's also negative urn charges whatsoever, and now they all have to go back. Shadow Demon actually defensive disruption, but he's still dying of the poison damage. Now Komi being caught out there, but the Gyrocopter ultimate won't do anything. In the end, OslikG lose 4 there. It's pretty impressive though, like how fast they all came back and healed up, and even I don't know, like it looked so good for OslikG till a certain point, but then it all crashed.
I think they just stayed too far forward too long. They played too aggressively, delved too deep, and the dwarves were punished.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, tier 1 tower, the seal is dealt. That means like no tier 1 tower left for OslikG at the moment. Aggressive Minds, so far they can hold all their towers, and the good old story about the Dream Protector that was healing like all those towers. Viper just found Invisibility Rune, and with that he might actually can make something happen on the center Warner, of course, easy to kite. Also the Wraith King, well, his ultimate is down, so getting a kill on him is very valuable, but there was there somewhere? Ah, here, there is a Sentry Ward, so Viper was seen, they know he's there, so he's not even using the rune anymore.
As we do see the wards coming out, although I will say that both these two teams do have a habit of early game just only warding near these rune spots in the middle. Just making basically both of them warding at the same areas, and we are going to be seeing so far that Aggressive Minds are taking a pretty nice lead, as in all 3 of their cores are top 3 farmers in the game. But we
Yeah,
don't. We do have to
absolutely.
worry about
It's
that Lycan.
I don't know. Like Komi at the moment, he's hiding. He knows that I don't know. Potentially there might be something rotating out of the jungle, but at the moment it's just the Viper. But to be honest, I think Aggressive Mind they kind of settled with the idea that they are leading and they're still farming well and everything. So I mean, let's see how it goes overall.
Yes, and don't get me wrong. As in right now, this is the time to a mixture of push your advantage and get the farm that to use to make sure that as soon as those BKBs do come out, you can still fight those team fights.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, Viper, well, his Arcanum Scepter is like, what, 1,300 gold away. And if I look at the other items, I mean, it's nice that we have a Blink Dagger now, of course, on the center. But Komi, for example, he's far away from getting Roshan, because for that, they just lack the presence on the map and everything. Like, they could, Aggressive Mind, they could rotate anytime in there. Like, the Gyrocopter, I don't know, he went for Yasha, which is fine. Yasha and Vengeful. Oh my god, they have a go on the Viper here, but Viper hiding at the moment Judo, but there is a stun, buying some time, but they know Madara is in there and he's bringing him back with the vacuum. Come back here, they all get healed up, of course, by, yeah, an OD coming in with the Astral Imprisonment, so I think this is pretty much a safe kill. They stun the one who's slowing, but they don't even need that. Easy going. Another kill on Obi-Wan Banan here. It's too bad he had like, yeah, he still has 50 seconds. That's the big thing about Brave King. The first ultimates, they have such a heavy cooldown. 260. I mean, 260 is a lot. Now Gyrocopter versus the OD in the mid. I don't think they can push the tower. And in the meantime, yep, their tower.
That was a lot of damage.
Yeah, I think that was... Oh, that was the poison damage, right? Wasn't that?
Oh no, that was just his ultimate.
Oh,
Will Devourer used his ultimate and blew basically 1 versus 2 situation and saved the tower.
oh, I didn't even see that because I was looking actually for the tier 2 tower, because there I'm also expecting very soon something happening. There is potentially a epicenter actually happening, but no, it doesn't look like it, because yep, Darkseer Viper going back, and that means the Sand King is a bit trapped here, to be honest. Now,
Yeah,
the Dream Protector scouting out Obi-Wan Banan. His ultimate would be ready now, so that's not too much of a big deal. And no, I think Twitch chat servers are down. Like, I'm permanently reconnecting everything. But yeah, he's still scouting out. Like, if there's any follow-up, there is a TP now of the OD in mid. But in the meantime, we have to go. The Darkseer going for the center. So in the end, SK waiting there in the jungle. Well, I guess it was worth it. Now, the Dream Protector. There is a sentry wall, so they see him. Oh my god, he would pay for this. Yep, Inquisitor saying thank you. That's some freebie farm for him. But in the meantime, they lose their tier 2 tower or not. Well, not yet, because the cliff is coming out. Bignum spamming all that stacks. Look at it. This is 4. Look at the damage. Like, just look at it. And there, there's the stack, but he still can stack up the 5th time. So much damage. Just look at it. Soul Catcher, Demonic Purge, everything together. Just easy going. And in the meantime, by the way, we have Inquisitor finding a kill on the OD, which is even more interesting. Unfortunately, we couldn't see that because, like, yeah, a Shadow Fiend versus Free, that was just too interesting.
As we do see right now, Gyro is pretty low, but he has managed to pick up that BKB. The first BKB of probably many, as surely the I can be going for his BKB soon, as let's face it, all this damage on Aggressive Minds is that magic damage.
Yep, absolutely. And well, about items, we have to look at what items are coming. I mean, we have, of course, we've already talked about the Blink Dagger. Like, on AGM side, we have 3 Blink Daggers incoming. Now the BKB done on a Gyrocopter. I mean, the Lycan, not too much item progression. He had those items for quite a while. He is, let's say, ready for Roshan, but getting there is another story. Like, on the OD, what do we have actually on the OD? Like, OD went for the normal 4-staff build, a minus on top of it, and well, he got 1,500 gold. It's okay-ish, but it could be definitely more. But then again, we have to remind people there, he did not win his mid, which is very uncommon for OD, but yeah, he was, yeah. But I think, oh my god, Big Gnome, you got spotted out here. I think he wants to just get that lane ward done, and you should, I think, yeah, you should TP. And he actually TPs, but they found at least another one. They found the Lycan. Now they tried to body block and everything. And Big No, he was TPing to that tower. That was very smart, of course. So in the end, the whole gank attempt is failing.
As we do see that, in the meantime, Gyrocopter is going to pick up a nice tower up on the top lane. Lovely stuff for him. Ink Visitor, doing an awesome job picking that up while...
Yep. And we see the
Same.
Necro build coming out by the Lycan, so Lycan will go for the full Necro build, but still 22 minutes, like he could have a lot more, but I'm surprised how much he has for the fact that he was against the OD in the mid, and for the fact that his fights weren't too good. But now I think we have a silent go, but no, I mean, he's again just playing around. Oh, there's actually a leech seed on Inquisitor, but he's going back invisible. Like, he's just playing around with them. It's actually so funny. But in the meantime, they get Roshan for sure, and that means, yep, easy going. That Aegis goes actually towards...
You see, it
there's
doesn't have
Stampede.
the Lycan on it.
Yeah, they just used the Stampede to get out here. I mean, the tower got quite some damage. Of course, they can heal it up anytime. But in the mid, we actually have a go here. But Yoko, no epicenter used whatsoever. The Sanity Eclipse not happening yet. Now he wanted to do it, but it's not enough to kill him. And he actually might die a second time. There is a Ray Fire Blast waiting, as well as all the damage. Look, he's just getting obliterated. Like, so much magical and physical damage coming his way directly after the stun. Like, nice there by OslikG. And now we actually might see a tier 1 falling. With 2 down, it's not much to do. The Viper's, of course, spamming now here ultimate, just because Aghanim Scepter is up. And there, oh, there's a vacuum wall. It actually hits 3, but Overgrowth directly after. But there, the BKB is up, and there's all the damage coming. The tower is going down either way. Now a little spam of the Viper Strike ultimate. I don't think they can kill him. I don't think they can even dive. But there, look, oh, disruption and everything at the same time. Judo, I think he just threw away his life. That was a big miscommunication by Bignum and Judo. Like, both tried to just save Inquisitor's life, but in the end, they pay for it. So, well, miscommunication is bad, of course.
I think we've all done that before, where you go like, we'll jump on him and both people use their spells at the same time.
Yep.
It's
But
always fun. And when
we
I
also
mean
forgot
fun,
to mention, like, the tier 2 top actually fell by Lycan. So, in comparison to the Lycan we had earlier today in the TCN OslikG game, oh my god, Epicenter is there, and it is supposed, yeah, Komi is the one, but he's actually managing to get out there, and
And
now,
a
oh my god, the
three-man
Gyrocopter,
ultimate.
the 3 men are being hit there. Now, there's no vision whatsoever, but maybe they go for something else. No, oh my god, he's actually getting that kill. So the Sand King was killed in the end by the tower, but he got the Lycan because he was too greedy and coming back. Inquisitor now. Oh my god, yeah, you're going down, Tree Protector. He had, I think he would have died anyway because he had like 3 stacks. Now no Blink Dagger on Wraith King. Well, actually, the Blink Dagger is there, but no mana on the Wraith King. I mean,
did have the
follow up.
magic wand, which would have given him enough mana to do so.
9 times 15, 9, yeah, actually, yeah, it would have been enough for a stun, so he could have followed up on the Viper if he wanted to.
Obviously, it's all about if he wanted to, as he does pop those charges finally.
But yeah, I actually like also the play by Shadow Demon. Like, Bignum really has always a nice angle on this Shadow Poison, like getting like all the stacked up damage through, but
Yeah, but he's done nothing but hit awesome like stacks of shadow damage all the way through.
yeah, all the way through to like through multiple targets, like that sums up to like a lot of damage. And well, as I said, now suddenly OslikG finding back into the game. Like the Gyrocopter, how much I actually didn't even use the BKB in the last fight. What I don't like is though he does not use homing missile. Like for the real long fights, like at least 1 point in homing missile is kind of good. Like since it goes through invisibility now and has more instances, of course, if you go for more points into it, it's really nice against Sand King, for example, because Sand King with a homing missile on his butt, pretty much following him everywhere, like he can sandstorm as much as he wants to. If you sandstorm and your homing missile gets you, you're visible again after like the normal fading time of the sandstorm, which is, what was it, 1.5 seconds, right? The fade time. The invisibility.
Check. It does look like, yes, 1.5 seconds. So
Yeah, so I got my. I'm always just checking if I got my numbers straight on such things where you usually don't mention. But yeah, but so I don't know. Like not having 1 point in a homing missile is quite kind of a strange choice. But now that he's level 16, got the call down on level 3. I guess he could go for it. Well, I mean, 1 point in it doesn't hurt, even if you want to go for a stats build right after. So I really hope he goes for it. Either way, we have a 23-23 in the 27th minute, showing the crafts again, just to visualize what this means. We have only 1,000 gold lead, experience lead for aggressive mines here, and when it comes to gold, like literally we have no advantage for any team because this is all so close to the flat line that it's barely worth to mention. But the fact is, AGM, they used to be a lot higher and they gave it all away. So yeah, we can actually talk about here a throw curve.
Yeah, as we do see right now that, and this I feel is far better for Oslik Gaming than it is for Aggressive Minds. So the Aggressive Minds, they do all based very heavily on magic damage, and we see that Senti's going for a pipe. In fact, he's got the pipe right now. That's going to be a huge pickup.
Oh,
We've got
Inquisitor, oh my god. I mean, the slow comes out, but the burst strike misses now the ultimate, and he wants to go aggressive. But where's the homing missile? Homing missile, of course, missing, and simply for that reason, they can't catch up on anything. That's just, I don't understand. And the problem is now, with the BKB down, you don't want to go for a fight, because then you will be vulnerable to Insanity Eclipse, etc. So, not the best thing to do. Viper doing what Viper do. They just spam her ultimate, as like their ultimates, as soon as, of course, they got the Aghanim Scepter. And it actually hurts quite a lot, but now there's a pipe on everyone. I think they might still want to fight. The good thing is the Lycan is there. Komi is trying to do some micro with his wolves, pushing out the lane without showing himself, which is of course good. It at least forces AGM to think about if they want to commit or not. And yeah, the decision was made. They go back to mid, back to farming, back to like pushing out the top lane here. I guess it's the smartest thing to do. Then again, having a gyrocopter without BKB, I think that was a small window of opportunity there.
yeah, as in it's one of those choices you have where if you don't get a good enough fight on bottom, or if it takes too long, then you start losing towers. And if you're losing towers against the Lycan, it's bad things happening, because that could spiral out of control very, very quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. So AGM saying like, okay, we want to farm, but the problem is the gyrocopter getting more and more scary. So we're gonna see pretty much soon, I think, a replacement for the Aquila or something, or maybe even for the Wand, even though the Wand so far, even at this stage of the game, has been proven very, very useful. So let's see what's the next step. The fact is, Bignum farming with his stacks as usual, like here four stacks. The fifth stack, it's quite amazing how much damage it does. Look, it is 1040. Did I just see that right? No, that was just multiple numbers on top of each other. I can't believe that is 1500
As in,
damage.
let's have a quick look at how much it could do. As in,
No, stack damage 65.
it does a 65 damage per thing, and it multiplies it by 16, which is around about around about 1,000 damage.
What? Multiply by 16? What?
65 times 16 is roughly about 1,000. Well, 900-ish.
Okay.
And then if we add on the Soul Catcher, which is 50% bonus damage.
I never did the math actually on the Shadow. I mean, as I said, I talked with Perch, for example, about like the more dominant pick or build at the moment on Shadow Demon, but like I've never actually did the math like that it's that much. Damage 50, stack damage 65. No.
And 975. And if we include the 50% additional damage,
Yep. Oh, but look, Bignum is getting caught out by the Viper. There's Viper Strike on him, but the Wraith King going in. But look at the orb damage, so dying now. They're all slowed, and they end up in the Gyrocopter ultimate. So he's running out. Do they want more? There's the wall, as well as the Overgrowth. Overgrowth not going through yet, but now it's coming. Everybody's held in place, but the Gyrocopter is also going to work, but not enough damage. It's just not enough damage. As soon as his BKB fades, he's gonna get a lot of damage, and now the Viper is just kiting him, as well as the OD. This is a disaster at the moment, but the Lycan is coming in, maybe trying to get something, but no, he won't be successful. Everybody's low, but no one is dead, well, except for the Sand King. But this was really, really, really bad. That was a horrible fight for them. Horrible start, horrible everything.
yeah, as we just see that it was looking good for them for a little bit when Jaro popped his BKB, but that BKB is only 8 seconds down. Keep going down every single time he uses it, meaning that every single fight is going to be a little bit hard for Jaro until he refreshes that with another BKB purchase.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, well, they used the Mac. They also have a heart, of course, on the Viper. He's healing so up. Like, actually, that living armor on the Viper is totally wasted for a hero that has like 70 HPS with the heart active. Like, you can just completely ignore that and give it to someone else, or even heal your towers in the meantime. Is there actually something to heal? I don't even think so. Well, the bottom tower could need like 1 living armor and he would be top. But yeah, OslikG, they worked hard for like the little comeback they have, but with this fight, I think AGM just gained a little momentum here.
Yeah, I do definitely agree, as in AGM, they, even though I keep saying that late game they have only magic damage and stuff, they do have the ability to do a lot of magic damage, even with the Pipe on Scent. You know, the Pipe on Scent is only going to help. It's not going to completely win the fight. If you take a bad engagement like that, where you kind of spread out all over the place and like not really being able to focus down targets, you know, no amount of BKBs and magic damage resistance is going to help you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's well, Judo is farming, but Judo also like did not have too much impact in the last fight, and Komi was too slow for the last fight. If he would have started like chewing through those heroes with like a BKB on or something, but then we also started the topic BKB because Komi doesn't have one yet. Like his farm is anyway not the best. I mean he's on par. Oh wait, for what is that? For what is that Stampede?
I don't know. I think it was to try and get a Shadow Demon out there. Big Num was in a little bit of trouble. He managed to get out nice and safe, and
No,
he's
but
going to be.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe it was. But either way, I think the second Roshan. Oh,
It's
well.
coming up in a few moments. It's about 20 seconds ish.
Yep. So if they see it, then yep. This is the. Is this the second Roshan or third? No, this should be the second Roshan.
This one is his second one, meaning there's no cheese yet.
Yep. But
Now-
let's see what OslikG does. I mean, at the moment, it looks like AGM is more interested in that tier 2 tower than anything else. As I said, there's no tree on the other side, no Rubik that can, maybe even can steal the living armor, so their towers, they will go down sooner or later, while on AGM side, without any problem, they can just heal up the towers as long as they rotate and defend. So yeah, they're coming, and there is... Oh, they go aggressive here. The overgrowth has been already used on Judo. Judo will definitely go down. Defensive disruption buying some time. There's actually also the stun, but Stampede, Judo, you have to go back. You have to go really, really back. And now they want to focus on that SK, and SK is going down. The wall is not doing anything, and Obi-Wan Banan, he's dying the first time. Where are the rotations? Where is the damage now? He's getting the stun. He's actually getting the slow. His own illusion will smack him a bit, but the rest is gonna make it out because Lycan, in the meantime, he was already split pushing. Now he has no BKB, so he will be slowed by the Train Protector, but that's pretty much it. Is he going back? That would be a bit too greedy with the OD there. And the Train Protector still trying to block him. He wants to go for more. There would be a Leech Seed available, but now he has no mana whatsoever. That was a big mistake. He has no mana to get into the Nature Sky. So finally his aggressive play was, I don't know, let's say punished.
Yeah, a little bit too aggressive. Now, I will
Yeah, I
note
don't
that
He-
as a
he-
fun... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, he done that like already 3 times, but finally he got, yeah, the bill for it. That's the receipt he needed.
Yeah, now, I will note a little fun fact, as in we were talking about the Shadow damage, Shadow Demon damage from that Shadow Poison. If he uses all 5 stacks of Shadow Poison on someone with that Soul Catcher, it will do a total of 1,837 damage and a
Yeah.
half.
And look at that little army of illusions here. Manta illusions plus the illusions of disruption. Disruption being level 4 as well. Like, I mean, the Shadow Demon is level 14, so no demonic purge yet on level 3. But that opens like Roshan for OslikG, because suddenly they find themselves again on the other side of the river line, which they didn't see themselves for quite a while. I mean, so far it was all about defending and a lot of aggressive plays and dives by AGM. Then again, if you look at the map, like the warding for example, like OslikG at some point they have to start dewarding. There's an observer, here we have a sentry for dewarding. The entire jungle is like full of wards. I mean, those wards, they don't hold for that long anymore. Well, actually, yeah, they're all dying pretty much soon. Like, give it a minute and we have an empty map when it comes to wards. But still, like, getting some map control back would be nice because, yeah, exactly that happens. They get Roshan. So second Roshan being up in the 36th minute is a very late second Roshan. Well, Komi is gonna push, of course, in the meantime, but I doubt he can do much damage. The problem is about split pushing and Lycan. I mean, they will just rotate in and heal up the tower, so you can't do like this bit by bit strategy. It just doesn't work, and either you get something down or it's gonna get healed up. That's the biggest problem at the moment. I don't know what Bignum is doing there, but it's a big mistake to go there. There's a wraparound. Oh my god, there's already a Hex on Judo. So Judo, when he comes out, he will use the Stampede. There's a 4-star first. Oh, Insanity Eclipse tried to do something, but he didn't even use the Astral Imprisonment. He could have used the Astral Imprisonment so his team catches up and they actually get him, but he chose to like just try to YOLO move pretty much, like with the like Sanity Eclipse. I don't understand. I think that was a big mistake to not go for the Astral Imprisonment.
Yeah, as we do see that Centaur, he will be able to get away nice and safely. Going towards, it looks like that Heart. Heart always a nice item as it makes him so hard to kill. In fact, he's got a lot of magic resistance right now and a lot of armor. He's resisting 42% of the physical damage and 47% of the magic damage right now, which is a lot of resistance. In this case, it is not futile.
Absolutely, and well, let's see. We have what's the matter? Like we have the gem now on Train Protector, so he's going around. Oh, he finds a courier. Seriously, if that train gets a courier kill, I will laugh so hard.
There is a gem on it though. As we do see, Wraith King is going to pick up that gem.
This actually might be bad. If he saw that the gem is on it, he's of course trying to go back. But if the Wraith King is coming forward, they see the Train Protector, and that's the easiest kill of their life. So far, he's trying to hide here, and there's only 2 people. Bignum, yeah, I think it's time to go back. They stop hiding somewhere in the trees. You're not safe in the trees. Hi, light to you.
As we do see that right now, the Wraith King, it is worth noting the reason why they went so far back and didn't get that kill was because they have no idea where their opponents are. As we just see right now, there's like no wards on the map. Literally no wards on the map for Oslik Gaming. They are finally putting some down, but...
Yep, absolutely. I mean, Judo... What is Judo going for? A Wit Booster? What is that? Like casual Wit Booster, the first part of a heart?
Yeah, he's going for a heart. He's just buying his the smaller part first because he's been dying 7 times right now, so he's not feeling that confident in his own farming.
He's anyway, like if you look at the stats, I mean 079, I don't know, it really doesn't feel of having too much impact. It's
now amazingly on his team. Who do you think's got the most kills on his team?
Well, Bignum, of course.
Yes. The Shadow Demon doing an amazing job at 11, 3, and 11. In fact, he's...
Yeah.
Considering he supports, as in, just look at his items, he's not playing as the... Well, he's going kind of like... semi-support, but he's, he's not exactly buying huge ass, getting all the farm and that kind of stuff, but he's basically died the least on his team and done the most kills.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. The problem with him is though, like for 39 minutes and that amount of kills and what he also witnessed, everything, he has not that great a farm. Like it's just a Maca medallion and a urn. These are like all small items which you can even just go get by like assists and everything. I actually thought by now maybe Arcanum Scepter would have been nice, slow down all the BKB targets, but the problem is what else would he go for at the moment? I don't really see any next or good step item for him, to be honest. Like, I really don't understand. And the Viper just became a bit more tankier now. After the heart, he's going Butterfly, so getting the Viper down is actually quite a task now.
As in the meantime, we do see on the other side, unsurprisingly, the highest farmer is Skanks 224 on that Viper. He's actually been having a pretty good game himself, going 11, 3, and 12. Only 1 more assist than the Shadow Demon. With the rest of the team a little bit more together in terms of stats than on OslikG.
Well, it's definitely looking interesting, but I think maybe we see a lifetime of OslikG. Maybe they say like, hey guys, I think it's time to do something, time to let's go and push, because we're getting at the 40-minute mark and at the moment both teams just settle with the fact that they want to farm. This actually reminds me a bit of Chinese Dodo at the moment, but I mean this is obviously not Chinese, so what's coming next is the question.
It's secret. No, it's the fact that no, actually recent Chinese Dota has actually been a little bit more aggressive, so maybe it's just the fact that, as in the European scene is like a few months behind the Chinese scene.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going through our own slow phase.
Just... Jesus Christ. Oh, like, today is like the disaster day. I just got a nosebleed, so don't wonder why my camera is a bit... I just have to play with one hand for now. It's all good. But Judo in the mid is getting hacked up here, and there's the orb all flying. The Burst Strike actually off target, so he's getting out with Stampede. Again, he does not choose to just Astral Imprison him, buying some time for the team to respond. He's expecting to go for the solo kills. Like, to be honest, this is the 2nd or the 3rd time where I blame the OD for definitely not getting a kill on a target. Like, you have this funny skill called Astral Imprisonment. Like, why not doing it? I mean, I don't understand. You're pretty much like a Shadow Demon, just with the difference that you actually steal something. But now we actually have a go here. A double stun on the OD, but he's protected at the moment by living armor and just munching through that tower for now. The Viper just doesn't care. I mean, the only good thing is that the Shadow Demon ticks and stuff is keeping the heart offline. If the heart would tick, he could even tank the tower. But now, oh my god, Overgrowth, Insanity Eclipse, everything is coming up, but no one is dying so far. Now, Defensive Disruption as well on the OD. OD in trouble, but he is protected by the Arcana Scepter. And now the Gyrocopter is munching through, but Epicenter, and it's after everything. There is another stun. He's actually going down, and oh my god, yep. Nice positioning by the Wraith King to die, because now he's slowed and they want to go for more. There is a disruption actually by Big Gnome that is a bit unfortunate, because they just wanted to go for the Viper, but there is the stun. But another defensive Astral Imprisonment then is the answer. A new vacuum in this fight. Oh my god, so many illusions and everything. Do they still die? No, they do not die. But now Madara, still not dying. But now you can't blink away with this one, and he's actually dying by Inquisitor. Inquisitor has to care though. It's really low HP, and oh my god, the Dream Protector. He's so aggressive. Like, is there any vision? Is there any gem? Anything? No, it's not.
There is one dropped here, I think. Can he steal that? In fact, he's already got a gem in hand. There's 2 gems on the map right now.
Oh, but the OD is getting the kill here on the Shadow Demon. A bit too aggressive. And, oh well. Was that just a blink from the center saying, Inquisitor, please, you just screwed us there by not getting the kill on the OD?
I'm not quite sure. It's worth noting that although it does 1,800 damage, you can get the full combo from the Shadow Demon off. That does take a while, as in the cooldown on the Shadow Poison is 2.75 seconds, meaning it takes at least 10 seconds to do the full amount of damage.
Yep, absolutely. But, well, to be honest, I was surprised that like the wombo combo in the mid, like it was wall overgrowth as well as the sanity eclipse, and nothing really died. Mostly to the reason, of course, that the BKBs were up and like the supports weren't in there. Like also Obi-Wan Banan still having enough mana, easily enough mana to get his ultimate up. So it's kind of impressive how well OslikG fought in this fight, considering that the initiation of AGM was quite decent, to be honest. The timing, like the aligning of the spells, it was all looked good. It looked good to me. But yeah, it was just not enough.
And now the third Roshan is going to be coming up in 2 minutes and about 10-20 seconds time. And I'll say that this is going to be the next major fight these two teams are going to be going over, as well, this next Roshan is going to have cheese and
Gyrocopter, this is a bad thing. There he's slowed and hacked, and now he's getting tons of damage before he can even think of his BKB. So there you go. That was a nice kill for AGM. He's out for 86 minutes. 86 minutes. That would be a bit long. 86 seconds, and
he does have buyback though.
Yeah, but he has buyback. It's all good. So in the meantime, we have Judo split pushing a bit. The tier 2 tower is the project. Actually, the Lycan should be the one split pushing, but he's back to the base. But AGM, they want to know it. They want to at least get the buyback of the Gyrocopter out. So after a nice fight, it would be all good. In the mid, actually, yeah, the Necro units and everything are still pushing with Judo. But Judo now also coming back. He doesn't want to go for more. Why not?
It's worth noting that Viper himself also has a Harden. That means he's taking a lot of damage without having to go down as.
When they go in, look at this in the Sanity Eclipse. This time, so much, and there's the buyback. There was actually the Refresher buyback as well, but all the BKBs are used now. Inquisitor actually standing directly in the wall. The ultimate Madara will probably go down here in the end, so like everybody of them is so low. The Gyrocopter doing just plenty of damage. Well, the OD, maybe they get something, but oh, he's out of range for the Ray Fire Blast, so in the end he's just ended up doing so much damage. And the funny thing is, Lycan, he bought back and he TP'd into the mid. The creeps were still there on a tier 3 tower, so they just traded this horrible fight for a tier 3 tower in the Dire base, so it's definitely looking good. And Gyrocopter, what is the next? Ultimate Orb. Okay. Interesting.
Huh. We have a Refresher on Outworld. What?
No, on Gyrocopter, Ultimate Orb. So, I don't know what that is, because it wouldn't make any sense. I don't understand, but
maybe Lincoln Sphere?
no, that would be
A
like
second
too late.
Midas? Second Manta Style? because... Oh, wait, he's got a thing. Yeah, Lincoln Sphere. My
Lincoln
God.
Sphere, like, are you serious?
I guess it does stop the disruption coming out and the Viper ultimate. Does it go through the
But
BKB?
still, he like did you just see how much damage he dished out? If he had just a tiny bit more damage and a new BKB on top of it, he would just like eliminate them all. Like I was actually joking around for like, I don't know, maybe we see some funny, oh my god, Burst Strike again off target. He's actually stunned and now the fight is breaking loose. The problem is Obi-Wan Banan does not have his ultimate. You don't want to go in there, and still no homing missile used or anything like that. I don't like really the approach of the Gyrocopter, but if this is actually a Lincoln's, I don't understand. I mean, it protects him against some of the spells, sure, like it takes off the Burst Strike, like the hacks, for example, I don't know, Viper Strike, but the problem is there's so many spells that you can take it off with low cooldown. Oh my god, they wanted to help Judo here, or Judo wanted to help himself. They have 4 stuff out. He's trying to TP out, but no way. He's dying. I have no idea what he did there alone. I think that the ward, yeah, he was on the warding service.
We do see the Oslik Gaming, they're trying to go for this Roshan. This Roshan is going down fast because of that minus armor. Finally, for the first time in the game, the Lycan is going to actually be able to pick up the Roshan, possibly.
Oh my god, there's the vacuum wall, but, well, the Wraith King at least with the BKB up, he needs 9 seconds till his ultimate. Big Gnome going down as the first one. Now, Inquisitor is coming in, a lot of damage coming their way, but at least they try to manage and kite. But for now, oh my god, there's so much damage, and there is the ultimate double Insanity Claps, or Sanity Claps rather, and now nice double hoof stomp, and the his Gyrocopter is going to work, but there is an epicenter channel, but he's not doing anything. Look at this. It looks like they're damn immune, but all the buybacks make it possible now. So Wraith King actually going down. He actually died twice there, so wow. I actually thought he has his ultimate back and he just died the first time, but in the end, did they want to get more? No homing missile used. Again, not. Did you ever see a single homing missile in these fights?
I don't actually think I have.
No. And there you go, Madara, but still getting a lot of damage. But Inquisitor, there is another BKB, and now he's going Flak Cannon, still not used. Now he's silenced and everything. Oh my god, but defensive disruption, maybe they're trying to buy some time, and now the Flak Cannon comes, and look at that damage. The damage is just insane, but someone just used his cheese. Yes, this was the Viper, and now they want to go for it, and the Inquisitor, oh my god, now he gets the damage directly after the Viper Strike. Big Gnome is the next victim. Self-disruption, maybe buying some time. Judo is coming out now, or getting out, just for the fact that he has the 4 stuff. So finally the 4 stuff worked out, but look at it, look at the mid. Komi doing business.
Yeah,
Rax
we do
is
see
gone.
that during all that, the Lycan wasn't there during that second team fight, but they gave up a 3 kills for 3 kills in exchange for also losing their racks, and that's actually pretty huge. As again, it's like what I said before, you don't let this Lycan get into this kind of stage of the game where all your towers are down and he's got that huge pushing ability, because he will punish you. Every single time you try to do anything, he will punish you.
Yeah. No, but I still don't understand the Lincolns, because I mean the Lincolns would not have blocked anything there, for example in the last fight, but now just imagine he had another damage item, anything, I don't care, crit for example, just imagine he had the Daedalus, like all those people, they would have just been obliterated with the damage he gets by Flak Cannon, and he survives long enough for a Flak Cannon, or he goes then like maybe for a Satanic. Why not going for the Satanic? For the Satanic he could have just turned around and fought that Viper, for example, or that OD. Like he didn't have like the second sheep ready or anything. So I don't understand like the choice of a Lincoln Sphere. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense. It would have made sense to me if the Lincoln Sphere came out as like a very early item, but like this was a 47 minutes Lincoln Sphere at the state of a game where as a Gyrocopter you dish out already so much damage that like everybody has to run away when your Flak Cannon is up, and I don't I don't understand. But now we see, I think we see it go on Madara. Let's see, Judo getting the stun off. They would have also like a slow, and oh my god, he's waiting, and now they go for it. Yep, there is the stomp, and the Lycan is just chewing through him.
Actually pretty crucial right there, as this is now the time. Does Lycan have a buyback?
Oh, but the Dream Protector going for them plays, followed up by, there will be at least 1 Burst Strike, but oh, look at the creeps. the Necro units doing so much damage, but now Judo will be kited pretty much. There's no way. Even the BKB used and the Sanity Eclipse just, against Bignum. There's the second one. Ovio and Banan. Well, not enough, of course, intelligence stolen and everything. But Ovio and Banan maybe going in there because I don't know why. But yeah, he wants to slow them down because yeah, Inquisitor is coming. And now BKB has been used as a defensive Astral Imprisonment, but Viper held in place, but he wants the OD. He wants the OD. No homing missile used. I don't understand. Use that homing missile. Thank you.
He's still not using it.
I don't understand. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, he's trying to like get him in a normal way instead of just getting like, stunned, but
Yay!
now homing missile. I think that's the first in this game. Now maybe when he reaches him, but now the problem is he's already so much in the base. The creep's actually doing a lot of damage to him. The homing missile finally reaching him, and there we go. I can't believe it. The first homing missile this game, and there is the OD. He has, well, defensive Astral Imprisonment if he needs to, but yeah, he got the racks, all he needs. So finally, 52 minutes, we have another set of racks down. That was a very forth and back fight either way, but in the end, the Gyrocopter just being so much stronger against these carries. You just can't carry this game through with a Viper and the OD. It's just not enough damage.
Like it's feel legit.
Yeah, I don't know. No, the funny thing is that the fights are going horrible, and the fact, like for example, homing missiles not used or anything like that. It's really amazing that he just can go around and kill everything. That's how you pretty much decide a game with a draft, because Gyrocopter just better than those carries, and now we reach a point where the late game is just on your side.
As in, I suppose it's a bit like what I can't remember who said it. I know it was a pro player where if the game is going full retard, you can't go half retard.
Yeah, no, but as I said, usually I'm not a friend of, for example, casters criticizing players, because I mean we're casters for a reason. We just say what actually is happening. But like when there's certain players, for example, like in this case, not using a spell, and like I'm almost sure, like I have to look at the replay, but I almost promised that this was maybe the second or the third homing missile. Maybe in some clash fights we missed it because it was a very low range one, but so far he didn't use it, and yeah, then it raises just the question why he doesn't do it. It's a legit question, I guess. So either way, I mean, disagreeing with the item choice of Lincoln Sphere, that's one fine thing, but yeah, this with the homing missile, this is something I will never understand. But I don't think they even need the damn homing missile. There's one tier 3 left and one set of racks that is pretty much between OslikG and Mega Creeps. So let's see what's happening. All the creeps and massive amount of illusions is just eating through that tower. There's no cliff available, so with all those creeps, I don't know if they want to commit, but look at the illusion, still doing damage now. Okay, the living armor holding a bit. It's not quite enough. 30, and I see a homing missile.
He's gonna get taken out though.
Wow, I just saw a homing missile. I'm like, wow.
But at this point, it's gonna be aggressive minds. We have got to that point where their magic damage is basically useless with all those pipes, the BKBs, the healing.
There's the aggressive like disruption on the gyro himself, protected by the pipe. In the meantime, Viper is busy killing all those creeps. The creeps are pretty much overwhelming them. Like if they fight here, they will at least lose to 4 towers. So OslikG, they just have the pressure now on their side, and there's another disruption on the Manta illusions, and with that they just head into the base. The only good thing is the OD is hitting like a truck at least, so they get rid of them unless he misses, of course. And now, oh, they finally initiate, but Bergstrike went into a Gyrocopter that has just too much damage and the BKB up. Now, Sanity Eclipse, okay, maybe Obi-Wan goes down. Yes, that's definitely enough. So now, Lycan maybe still focusing Epicenter, just hitting on Obi-Wan Banan, and so much damage, but still nothing down. Like all the buybacks flying out. We have to show the buybacks graphs for now, but still, look at the creeps. Creeps still pushing here into the racks, and I don't know, they can just keep on going. There's also like a rope jam, and there's a stun on the Viper, and with that, oh, defensive Astral Imprisonment. There's no stun for the OD, but the homing missile is on the OD. I can't believe it. Now, there we go, homing missile is flying, but they don't even need a GG.
And the GG is called.
Yes, finally, 56 minutes, a very forth and back game, but eventually the draft is just winning by default. Like, seriously, I think this game was
interesting.
No, it was not interesting is the political correct word. No, to be honest, I think this game was dragged out so long by missed opportunities and misplays that eventually the default hero that just has a better late game wins. That's
Yeah,
pretty much it.
I would agree
Like,
with that, but that does mean that Oslik Gaming, they are 1-0 up right now.
yeah, there will.
One game away from the finals.
That's definitely true. Either way, guys, this is Best of 3. My name is Hafler Morkasim. With me is Benji. We are Half-Life TV. Of course, if you like what we do, then of course give us a follow, as well as of course on Facebook and Twitter. Yes, I sound very tired. Yes, I am very tired. But now we will potentially have only 1 game or 2 games left in this Best of 3 series. That means I get soon to sleep after a long day. And let's see if AGM has or takes the chance to strike back on OslikG here. I think with a draft, at least including one late game hero, like real late game hero, they have it. So let's see what we have next game. Short pause. Second game coming up in a bit.
Cool.